You know? I still sighed a little internally when that card discarded, but this is actually the first Hela person we've played into here today, yeah? Is that accurate? I think that's accurate. We're gonna go Nico into Copy White Widow, into Absorbing Man White Widow, into White Widow plus Magic. Yes, the Hela deck still has very good stats, is true. And honestly, I'm not sure that I think this deck has a bad matchup here. Probably kinda okay. We're more than okay when that happens. Really interesting Marvel Snap gameplay, fist bump. I think even if they obviously hadn't RNG'd themselves here, we were gonna lock them in the center with White Widows and they were gonna just be completely torched. Space Sword making it extra favorable for us here. Are they sweating? Or do they misclick? That's the question. Oh my god. Of course they're sweating, Hela gamers. The Quantum Tunnel is actually pretty bad for us with the Black Widow draw. You, Benjamin! Appreciate it. Check must have cleared. Holy Vidya gamers! Holy! Just a little nibble, huh? So, obviously, it's annoying that they discarded both of them, but it's also worth noting it's still gonna clutter their board at the end of it, right? Like, this isn't the end of the world. They're still going to have to deal with 4 bites. Yeah, I mean, so they've discarded 7 things. Fight me! Couldn't have happened! Couldn't have happened to a nicer opponent playing a nicer deck. What a just absolutely incredible game. I'd feel bad if this happened to anybody that wasn't playing Hela. I was playing against someone else, I'd feel a little bit bad. Against Hela, they deserve to have this happen to them every single game. Oh yeah, 2 to 10 chat. You can feel them seething through the monitor. You can feel my monitor's radiating heat. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff right there. Discard that Hela, baby. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Oh, man. We're so tough. Big, tough guy. Stop bullying hella players. No. I refuse. This deck looks really fun. It's fun for somebody. This deck has big, what I like to refer to as Magic the Gathering energy. First time watching Twitch for drops, how does it work? You hang out in a channel like this one or any other streaming Marvel Snap on the platform for up to 6 hours between now and June 25th. And you can claim the drops from your inventory afterwards. You can follow your progress in your Twitch inventory here. I'm gonna put this here, actually, so that way if we top deck Grandmaster, we have the option to give them another. Oh, you know, maybe I should have put Jeff in the middle. Is it ever this? Am I juking them or myself if I do this? They might Modok this turn if they have it, but they wouldn't have played the Proxima if they had Modok, yeah? Playing Circe is more fun. I'll play Circe. You buy Ravona for 3,000 tokens. I think Ravona's an excellent pickup. I think she's legitimately one of the best cards in the game currently. They only have 3 cards in hand, and they played Helicarrier. So I think we have a good chance to win the left here. They have 2 swarms, so if they Modok, they get +4 on the left. They must have had Apocalypse as the last card, because we tied. Dislocation for the home team. Yes, the fast forward feature desperately needs work. It is not good. Oh, I missed how full their hand was. And then we'll have the magic into Grandmaster the Black Widow again next turn. Man, if we had a nickel for every time that's happened today, we'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's kind of weird that it happened twice. How does Grandmaster impact Absorbing Man? Absorbing Man gains the text box of the card that he copies. So once we play him, he'll have Black Widow's text. So if we Grandmaster hitting him, it'll give him another Widow's Bite. Oh no. Oh, I guess I have another shot here? No! Rip. He doesn't have anything to copy now. Ruins our whole plan. What if we do this then, actually? This is the option to Grandmaster here later. Oh, wow. And this is equally rude. We get to go this into this and guaranteed fill them up. They did nothing. Oh, man. Call me Brittany, baby, because I'm toxic. Oh, just soak it in. Soak it in. Soak it in. Imagine retreating later on this board. I'm gonna need you to purge the internet of this deck before I have to play against it. Yeah, I think there's a good chance we're creating 2,900 monsters at the moment. I think there's a good chance I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be angry at Past Jeff here in a little bit. Pandora's deck, yep. I get to Nico Banaru by Black Widow here. Papi! Papi! It's just a nibble, chat. Just a little tiny nibble, okay? Okay, so they've drawn Gambit a lot. So just on the off chance they have Gambit again, I'm gonna Black Widow rather than Absorbing Man. Because if they Gambit this one, I don't want... Doc Ockman, you think so small, gamers. You think so small, gamers? Come to Poppy! I'm debating. So this one always discards first. I think we do this and then hope she lands center. No, it loses to that. Shit. We need her to land center, chat. We need a 50-50-50 here. Wait. Yes! Circe! 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 She's so good! I love her! I love her, chat. She's the apple of my eye. What a beautiful lady. Gosh, she's so fun. Just like the most amusing Marvel Snap card to release all year. Definitely not the best. Very far from the best. Super amusing. Lose the 50-50, win the 1 in 30. When do you unlock drops? You unlock drops at 2 hours watched, 4 hours watched, and 6 hours watched. You can follow your total progress in your Twitch inventory here. Welcome to Hoaglandia, Jordan.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
As a streamer, do you have to watch to get drops? You do. You could technically, like, play your own stream in your background if you wanted, but I always make a point to raid smaller content creators when I sign off. So usually I just hang out whichever channel I raid at the end of the day and get them that way. This deck is kind of expensive, and not just because it has a lot of Series 5 cards in it, but it's got some really questionable power level Series 5 cards in it. Like Grandmaster and Circe, neither of them are particularly good cards. They're both kind of necessary for this deck, though. You're gonna lose consistency without either of them. You're just not gonna get to execute what you want to do nearly as often. Also, your soul. Will Magic, Ant Maze, so that way they don't get the +3 out of it. Make this one-sided effect for us. Our opponent just sweating the timer. It kind of feels like it. I think the clutter aspect... So, normally I would tell you White Widow's super replaceable. However, this is one of those decks where, like, the clutter aspect of what she's doing is kind of the point. She's not just a generically good 2. Man, I think our deck has a good matchup into other Magic decks on average. However, we're obviously just not very good if we don't have any of our Black Widows or Debris. We really need one of those. That's fine. Cersei's gonna pull it through, I believe. Why is Taskmaster not working? I actually don't know. I'm not missing anything. Taskmaster should have done something, yeah? Feel like that's a bug? Jag was gone? Yeah, I mean, his card's still there, though. Oh my gosh. What an absolute beating. I want to stay just big enough to be beating them in the center in case they don't Living Tribunal, but then in case they Living Tribunal, I want to be as big as possible left and right. So this puts me to 21 here and 22 here. So that should hopefully be good to go. Really awkward draws for both our decks there, but White Widow letting us likely clutch it out. She's so lovely. Does Grandmaster into Absorbing Man do another Circe? Yes, Absorbing Man gains the text that he copies. So if you Grandmaster him after he copies something, he'll do the thing he previously copied. That would have been a 50-50 here to Grandmaster, though, because Jane Foster's an unreveal. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to fire this one back up. We had a good set with it the other day. Before the OTA happened. Thanks everybody for hanging out today, by the way. My little Twitch tracker here says we've had almost 150 new follows. For anybody that's not familiar with me, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch, with Marvel Snap being my primary game of choice. You'll find me here Monday through Friday during the week, typically from about 9 a.m. Central Cornfield time until about 4 or 5 p.m. Central Cornfield time, although during drops, we tend to run a good bit longer than that. We've got a solid audience. While Marvel Snap's only existed since the fall of 22, I've been streaming on Twitch a lot longer than that, over a decade now. It's been my full-time job for a little over 6 years. Before Marvel Snap, I played a lot of Magic the Gathering, some Runeterra, and other turn-based and strategy card games. In a former life, before I was a full-time meme here on Twitch, I spent a lot of time in school. I have a graduate degree and undergraduate degree in mathematics. I spent time teaching at both the high school and college level. You'll find my streams here tend to be very analytically focused for that reason. We're always looking to build and optimize new things and improve in the gameplay that we're executing on. This is a get rid of Gamma Lab angle, yeah? Probably. I guess we're a Shang-Chi deck, so I don't necessarily have to. Any interest in Balatro? No, I don't really enjoy playing single-player card games. Oh, God. Probably a little bit of an expansion dip if I had to venture a guess. Ooh, that's good for them.
I am Iron Man.
Why do you prefer Conquest over Ladder? Because once you're in the top 1,000, you constantly queue in to the same small group of people. If I play regular ladder matches on stream as opposed to Conquest, I play against like half as many people over the course of my stream as I do playing Conquest. It's just this. You got a Circe Center, maybe? Circe is so great, chat. What a fucking Marvel Snap card. Just actually incredible. Who would you consider the 5 best Marvel Snap players of all time? I don't think Marvel Snap has the incentive structure set up to really tell us who's super good at the game. There's no high-tier tournaments with any amount of meaningful entry fee or travel that you have to do to get into them. I think every single person, myself included, that's somewhat successful in terms of performance in Marvel Snap is assuredly a big fish in a small pond compared to other games like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon that have, like, big tournaments to play in. I don't think I beat 24 here with a 6, 2 1s, and a 4. I want to use Shuri over here, and I think I want to just clutter up their board a little bit. Alright, don't Soulstone me, Thanos. Have a heart. That's not a Soulstone!
Victory.
The Hercules roll on the Circe with the Strange Academy. Just kind of unreal. What a lad. Jeff, this deck has quadrupled the amount of Miss Marvel thumbs up I've gotten this week after my games. That's funny. If you're someone who spent a lot of money and you want to approximate how much you've spent, the loose way to do it is you get 600 collection levels per month for free, and then it loosely costs you 120 levels is $100 is 250 levels, thereabout is the math. So it's $400 per 1,000. Is the Noombar to be aware of. How long has the game been out? 50 months. It's been out, what, like a year and a half? 20 months? 21? Not long, not long. October 22. May of 22 if you were playing in the closed beta. It was 1,000 collection level is 1,000 collection levels is $400 to accelerate. Is the math. Did Arceer CB that good? That wasn't bad.
Victory.
Thanks, I was ignorant, now I want to throw up. Chat, I say this with the utmost care. If you are someone who genuinely does not know how much money you've spent on a game like Marvel Snap, you should take an effort to become aware and make sure you are spending within the amount you are in a financial position to spend. It is 100% okay and fine to spend money on things you enjoy, and if Marvel Snap is something you enjoy, spend money you have to spend on it. But you definitely should not go into debt or make bad choices and spend money you don't have for a game like Marvel Snap. Oh, losing Mockingbird here is so brutal.
Worthy.
That's sad. God, this deck is so rude. What a lovely little land shark.
Victory.
To give people a little bit of breath, the rate of 1,000 collection level for 100 or 1,000 collection level for 400 USD, that does assume all of your progress is being bought for 8,000 gold per $100. So, if you're only buying the big bundles that are generally 1.5 to 1.8 that amount, and you're not regularly buying the price anchored base gold, there's a chance what you've spent's a bit less than what I just parsed there. So the number again, that number I'm giving is based on that price anchored amount. Yeah, and then there's other various things that are less than that too. So if you're someone that only buys every $100 bundle and every good rate bundle, the amount you've spent is probably, I don't know, somewhere between 30 and 50% less than the number I just quoted. And for the record, talking about talking about, you know, spending and stuff like that. What we're talking about here, the inability to know exactly what you've spent easily, that's a feature, not a bug of games like this. It is 100% like part of the design. It's obtuse. It being obtuse is intentional. So good chance we lose the right here, but good chance we win the other two because of this. Couch Boy, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. I need to get rid of Dream Dimension, yeah? Oh! There's a chance we win the right. So, my opponent has a bunch of Widow's Bites in their hand, so me playing Magic here is just a free extra draw for me and not them.
Victory.
70 months? Feels like only 31 days ago when I subbed. How the time flew. What's going on, Interotics? Hope life's treating you well. Thanks for everything here over the years. A long time. I'm definitely gonna regret setting this deck loose in the world, chat. There is a... Wait, is that 500,000 bits? That is 500,000 bits. Anerotics is one of Hoaglandia's original whales. They date back to the... They date back to the old Magic the Gathering days. Old.
Oh, snap.
Tron Tonian, thank you for the 10 months. Anerotics remembers when Hoaglandia burned. In the most literal and figurative sense. Wampa One, thank you for the 1/4 of a year. Welcome back. Hey, Black Gloves, thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. When Jeff was the fastest diaper change in the Midwest. That's true, you know, just the facts. When J. Jonah Jameson. I wonder what a mirror match with this deck would be like. Probably a cluster. Ooh, they're not getting rid of the negative zone. I bet Doc Ock's gonna make them live to regret that choice. We're toxic. Oh. Can you believe how rude they are? Making my Doc Ock cost more, chat. That's so rude. Their deck is so toxic. Okay. They also have my Doc Ock. Can we win? It's a coin flip against Doc Ock, yeah? If our docs end up in the same path, we lose. If they end up in different paths, we win. Right? They have a Nightcrawler, chat. So if they move Nightcrawler and play their doc right like I play mine, it's a coin flip. That's whose doc is it anyways?
We are the future.
It was never a flip! It was never a flip, gamers! This highlights a phenomenon that I think is important to call out. Yes, it's never a 50-50. You'll often hear people talk about how, oh, I have a 50-50 here. But the reality is, if you're 50-50 against the thing you know they have, and there's a chance you're guaranteed to lose to something else, in actual factuality, you're much less than 50-50. Thank you for not having pre-roll ads. I hate those. Yeah, I try to run the mid-roll ads enough that those don't happen.
Snap.
So you'll always hear that, right? I'm 50-50 here. Actually, we were at 100% dead is the answer. Yeah, the Iceman hitting Doc was everything. We win that game if we win the 50-50 on the Iceman, if it would have hit Shang instead of Doc. Definitely want to clutter New York. So it was a 50-50. Yeah, just a different one. That was decided earlier. It wasn't a 50-50 at the end. It was a 50-50 earlier. One of those games they didn't get to know how effective Iceman was. I mean, they saw our what's it called? They got our Doc Ock, so they kind of do. Come on, Iceman! It's Magic in the middle, Doc on 6, Circe on 7. Tie it up.
Victory.
Why not Mockingbird left? Oh, I guess Mockingbird left wins too. It doesn't matter. I think I didn't want them to get +2 here. But it doesn't matter if they had +2. When you buy the discounted borders from the shop, it gives you what's basically a consumable to apply to one specific card. Alright, we really need to draw Black Widow or Debris. Or White Widow. Need one of our three toxic ladies. Thankfully, we're playing one of those decks that just doesn't really care about New York, because we either fill it or get rid of it. I was gonna say if they Nocturne somewhere not Limbo, we're gonna Absorbing Man Magic, but they Nocturned the Limbo, so God bless. They're a Jubilee deck. Interesting. I guess that explains the Magneto.
Clear for takeoff.
It's a weekend mission card. Okay. Actually, do I play the Absorbing Man? Because, Nocturne and Jeff can both move, right? So I'm not actually locking them here. Snap's still fine, but we'll Doc Ock instead.
Victory.
Yeah, I kind of like that they're using the weekend missions to push people to try specific cards with the new card. Because, like, they're very clearly cards that synergize with Circe, but people who aren't getting Circe still have access to them, and people who do are incentivized to experiment to get them all done at once. I think it's a really, really elegant use of those other missions from a design perspective. Well, we're gonna play the rocks out because they make Mockingbird cheaper. Oh, you know, was I supposed to put Debris here so I wouldn't be as full here? Probably. Probably gonna be a retreat angle this game. I guess they could also have a bunch of Subterranean bricks. We'll see how this goes. Jiff. Well, for sure, they could also be bricked. At least our Debris makes beautiful stones, chat. It's one of those cards that has high value on her good splits. You got rocked in this game. Did we get rocked or did we do the rocking? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Does winter debris make coal? She does, yeah. Yes! We dodged an Iceman trigger for once. If both people retreat later, it's like the game never happened and no one loses cubes. The only thing that noteworthy that happens is the round progresses towards high stakes still. I can't give them free... I can't give them free quantum tunnel things. So we can't Black Widow now, Sedge.
We are the future.
I might play here this turn. I'm gonna go and bite. Nope. Yikes. A priority to do this now. Make sure their bite stays there. Holy fuck. I have no idea how we win this game. Like it starts like this. What's going on, Braca? Welcome to Hoaglandia. All the drops everywhere on Twitch are the exact same speed. The channels that tell you they've got drops that are quicker are lying to you, hoping that you'll hang out when you shouldn't, because they're lying to you. You gotta watch 6 hours total of Marvel Snap here or anywhere else on Twitch. You gotta store absorbing band with Shag later. Maybe? Yeah, probably. Alright, I think we have to basically do this Hail Mary this turn. We drew another rock though, so we might be dead. Maybe we're supposed to wait till lesser of that. I'm not gonna play 1 to 3, so I assume we're torched here in the middle, unfortunately. Needed 1 more point to be able to play for a tiebreaker. There, rock's looking real good. Yeah, we're gonna get the breaker anyways. GG put it. But I played that set really well. I think the gamer that suggested we should have held the Absorbing Man for the Guaranteed is probably correct. But no Doc Ock, no CRC. Makes for a pretty tough game in general for us. The Quantum Tunnel in the middle was also not great, because it meant I couldn't curve Widow into Absorbing Man Widow. They just had a lot of resources, but some mistakes and some misfortune. Speaking of misfortune, chat, all those unlucky people that didn't check out our sponsored game to get a free sub, you're going to get some adverts. If you want to dodge those for next month on the channel, consider subscribing, even for free, by checking out Watcher of the Realms. Otherwise, we'll see you in 120 seconds for some more Marvel Snap. And thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. think we're gonna play a little bit more with this deck, and then we'll try something else. Going on, Dead Silence, 6 for the primer. How do Twitch potions work? I have no idea what a Twitch potion is. Is that another thing they rolled out today? How you do the thing where you can see their cards? That's the Untapped Tracker. You install that on PC and it'll log their deck as you go. The new things Twitch rolled out today, if I'm being honest, I don't really like them, and I dislike that they didn't give me the option to disable them. So I made them all as expensive as I was allowed to make them, so hopefully they just get pointedly ignored. One of them is really obnoxious, and it like puts a giant emote on the center of the screen or something for everybody, which is completely stupid and obnoxious and not something I want on my channel. The other one's just like make an emote big in chat, which is like probably fine. Yeah, it's really silly. It's Twitch monetizing first party, something that third party extensions have done for a while. And I never enabled the third party extensions for a reason, so I think it's really distracting and offensive. It's definitely not something I want for my channel. How many gold splits did we end up with today? I believe we went from 196 to 208, so plus 12. I think that's our record. I think we had 10 or 11 before.
Opponent snapped. Oh, snap.
You think a Moon Girl, She-Hulk, Miles deck could work. So that was something that I actually spent a lot of time playing when Marvel Snap was first to game. And it kind of got power crept out. I.e. it just like wasn't really enough to keep up with other things that were going on. Thanks for the 6 months, Lutek. And your absurd pile of splits here over the last week and a half. More? It's been a bit. It might be something fun to be worth visiting. Nocturne's a good enabler for that kind of deck. Am I building that now? Now you're gonna make me build that. Okay, we're gonna play a match or two with this, and then I'm gonna go build that deck because that sounds great. If you're new here, you really don't have to sell me super hard on playing Moon Girl. She's definitely my favorite pet card in Marvel Snap. Pride Month is your favorite month. Glad you're having a good month, Mighty Bean. Thanks for spending part of it here. Four drop's a little sad, but Big Jeff is nice. The Doc Ock plays well to Shuri's Lab as well, especially with the Shang-Chi follow-up. They just discarded their Hela. Okay. What do we think of this into Shang the center plus Jeff the right? They only have one card in hand. There's a good chance it's a 6-drop they can't play this turn. Oh, I forgot they had extra energy. Fuck me. Fail, so much for that plan. This ties. Loses to them drawing something big, but not if they play it in the middle. We win the breaker here, yeah? Pride Month is fine and all, but where is the month for the straight dudes? We ban people that have such a fundamental misunderstanding of how the world works here. Feel free to fuck off.
Victory.
It's called the other 12 months of the year. And by other 12, I mean other 12. I mean it's literally every month. When will someone please think of the most repressed class? The straight white dudes. Where's my celebration? Is this where we give, you know, chat? Pride Month feels like an appropriate time to have a quick minute to talk about privilege. Privilege is one of those things that's really incredibly misunderstood by many people, especially by bitter, angry conservatives who haven't been cast a good lot in life. Privilege does not mean that your life is guaranteed to be easy. Privilege does not mean that you're guaranteed to be successful. Privilege simply means that while you struggle to exist in the world like everybody else struggles to exist in the fucking world, you don't have extra fucking struggles on top of it because of where you were born or what the color of your skin is or who you love. There are so many bitter people who often look like me, the straight white dudes, who think they hear privilege and they think it means their life was supposed to be guaranteed easy. No, it just means you're not playing on extra fucking hard mode. That's what it means. I think we're White Widow. The question here is whether or not I want a magic on 3, I think. So I could Widow into Absorbing Man Widow is appealing too. I think I want to get rid of the throne room, though. If someone's armoring there, that's probably a good location for them. Ooh, that's a really solid draw for us. Okay, so let's go Nico, eat White Widow, happy Pride. And then we'll get to draw some cards. We'll have our choice of 5-drops over here, like Cersei versus Duck.
Clear for takeoff.
Our Cersei's not great here. I feel like if I lose the 50-50 and hit Nico, this isn't stellar. But I also just like don't have other great plays. I'm kind of hoping I just give him 2 bites. I guess the bites are 2 power in Quantum Realm, but that seems fine for us. So if I Shang here, they're at 13 still. I actually need more stats over here, even if I'm Shanging. Dock left and Shang right. They have a lot of monsters in their deck, chat. Docking them in a place where we're going to pull cards into sounds like an awful plan. I think we're probably torched here, unfortunately. Quantum Realm definitely not doing us any favors. I can get to 5 here, but they're gonna be at 6, yeah. It's probably gonna be a bit of a challenging matchup for us because they have armor as a tech card. Not impossible, but not easy either. You'll probably just mute this person. That's probably a good call. There's a lot of emotes. Jiff? Debris into Absorbing Man. Debris sounds lovely. They are probably not a Jeff deck. So we should have an advantage here. It's incredible how many games you win off of this 3-4 alone. The answer is a lot, for those wondering. Thank you to the mod that shouted out Yo Woody and shit there, by the way. Looking for their excellent Marvel Snap content creator to follow. They are a good one.
Victory.
People often ask me what other content creators I watch. And Woody's definitely on the list. They're great. Have they seen Shang yet? They have not. I think Nico Eat Magic sounds appealing. I'm also pretty unlikely to want to Grandmaster Nico. I think we want to put her in the center. Killmonger is going in all of my decks now. This deck does have an incredibly hard time with Killmonger. That is accurate. It would be nice if the tracker showed what cards of yours they'd already seen. Full feature. Oh, because of the stupid daily bungle, I only get to draw. Actually, do I magic the center so that way Scar hits? I could lose Shang-Chi, which would be bad, but it's only 1 in 7 to lose Shang-Chi, yeah? It's a little bit of a gamble. Not an amazing hit, but also, like, fine. Pretty neutral. I'll do it again, I swear. Opponent played around the debris very cleanly here. Well played on their part. Shang over here gives them -16 down to 3. So Shang actually wins the right, yeah? Because it'll get rid of 12 and then it'll make this -4. That's kind of insane. Looking to dodge Carnage, Beast, and Falcon here. Oh no! Whoo! My butt puckered there for a minute, chat. For a quick minute, it was a clinch. And breathe. Silk jump scare. Scarlet Witch also would have been real bad. Never tell me the odds, chat. Never tell me the odds. Actually, if Scarlet Witch had happened, we would have won, right? Because they didn't play. Scarlet Witch actually would have been better. It would have taken 4 cubes from them. It would have had to have been like Scarlet Witch, like, and Carnage or something terrible for us. So this is a fun interaction. If you Nico 2x into Grandmaster her, she'll be 8 power. Which is like plenty reasonable. Unless she gave us bar with no name. Listen, chat. If you Circe into Scarlet Witch and Scarlet Witch generates you bar with no name, Ben Brode just didn't want you to win that game. It's not your fault. Give up. We'll make this the game. We'll make this the game, gamers. Ah, we lost the debris 50-50. On Lukey. Grandmaster the debris. No, I think we just fill them up here and then we win with Shang.
We are the future.
Mockingbird. Nope, we're good. Cool. All right, now we got 4 shots to take their last 2. I like how consistently this deck dogs out. This deck has a genuinely good Hela matchup. This opponent's obviously not playing Hela, but in general, this deck's got a good Hela matchup, yeah. You fill them up. In a spot like this, you want to wait to play Widow on 3 so you could Absorbing Man Widow on 4 since we don't currently have Debris or Black Widow. And if we draw Debris or Black Widow, we'll pivot who we're copying. Pivot. I didn't want to buy Circe, why would you do this? Just go back to watching a content creator who will tell you Circe's bad because they haven't put in any work testing her. What can you play something other than Circe in this deck? I'm trying to think what could be a replacement. It would have to be something else that it would need to be something else that like adds stats to the board for you. Whoo, doggy. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, and I get to Grandmaster into Debris now. Damn. Rats, unlucky. Lean around it. Ooh, that's scary. They get me? I think they got me. Blink's a good one. Maybe Valk. You don't have enough ways to break symmetry on Valk. All of our outs just involve them not having any way to beat here, yeah? Right? Oh, they do have a 412. Okay, so them having a 412 means I need to think of a Circe card that can win the game. Are there any cards I could generate out of Circe that win the game? Circe left generates Shada. Shada generates Ebony Maw on the right. White Tiger into the right. Ironheart, get lucky. I think there's a lot of 3s that maybe do it. They're all in. RNGesus, take the wheel.
We are the future.
No! Okay, it's fine. We're gonna generate Ironheart, and she's gonna give +6 on the right. Unlucky. They redrew the Ghost Rider. Rip. That's fine. We're also losing to the other thing too. You get a Claw in the middle. Claw in the middle is a good shout. Claw and White Tiger from the middle both did it. Maybe we were supposed to though. We would have lost because of the Magneto, but I think thinking about it, the fact that Claw and White Tiger right did it. Seems reasonable. Blarval. I don't think Blarval would have done it. It's annoying. Yeah, my real dad pet mansion. You don't tell me how to live my life. I think I do this so that way if they Lady Sif here, I can tie it with Jeff. It's like, I could also move Jeff and Debris, but I think that's... All right, gamers, roll them bones. No! No! Cersei! No! No! Damn it, girl, we had it! The 3-power Taskmaster was fine! We just needed an average 2-drop. Oh, we just needed an average 2-drop, gamers! But Jeff, you love Beast. The hell I do. She's mad she isn't gold. That's honestly, that's fair. Rip. Oh no! Chad, I got excited because I thought he was gonna pull Spider-Man 2099, but they fucking changed that card. I'm so sad now. I'm so sad! Oh, I'm so sad. Wait, did they not play the Widow's Bite? They didn't. They must already have a 6-drop queued up, huh? This beats a single 6-drop out of them, I think. Cool, yeah, we crushed that. By crush, I mean we beat him by 1 in the middle, so GG.
Victory.
Well, this definitely feels like the best new deck I've played in some time. It's gonna be actually pure, unfiltered misery to play against it if it becomes a meta deck. But man, does it hit on the right axes. So one of the big takeaways from this deck, or not even from the deck, but just from Circe in general, is after playing with this card a bunch, the best cards to be upgrading with Circe are 3 and 4 energy cards, I think. There's a lot of risk in upgrading 1s, 2s, and 5s, because 1s could often become Beast, Carnage, and Falcon, which can screw you. 2s can become things like Deathlock that are bad, and 5s can be like Destroyers and Arnim Zolas and other things that are really high variance. The most consistent Circes are the ones where you're upgrading 3s and 4s. When you see that, like that last game that we just played, right? We Circe'd a path with a 3 and a 4, and she gave us 26 power in that path. That is not super far off of what happens quite frequently when you do that. Yeah, the 3 and 4 that can get you is there's a Mr. Negative in the 4 slot, there's a MODOK in the 5s. Although it's worth noting when we played this game the other day, we actually won after we MODOK'd ourselves, which was funny. I don't know that there's good replacements for any of the Series 4 or 5 cards in this deck if you're missing them, as much as it hurts me to say it. Missing Grandmaster means that you're not going to get to Black Widow and Debris as consistently as you need to. White Widow's really important in tandem with Debris and Black Widow for filling all your opponent's board space. Circe is one of our primary ways we make numbers consistently. Like these 4 cards are responsible for our stats or getting rid of their stats, and I don't know that there's another card that fits in here great that would like give you as many numbers as Circe consistently gives you. Nico just there. Actually, Nico's probably the 1/4/5 card in this deck that you could replace and not be super sad about. The other ones all really feel like they're pretty important for what's going on. All right, let's roll some ads. I want to try some Moon Girl stuff because it's been a while. We'll see you on the flip side, huh? Jeff. Oh, I always forget that Jeff is 5 because he's just like, you know, you should probably get Jeff. Yeah, you could. Jeff and Nico are replaceable. I would tell you that Grandmaster, White Widow, Circe, and Mockingbird are core. These two you could sub. Ooh, yeah. Before I roll the ads, I think that's actually a good shot from Obtuse. If you're missing Circe and you have Cannonball, try Cannonball in that slot. You definitely are clogging their board consistently enough that Cannonball's gonna murder stuff. That's actually a really, really good shout. Cannonball is a 5 energy card that's gonna generate a number. They'll win different games from each other, but probably in a way that's a side grade and not a strict downgrade. That's a good call out.